Cronus, one of the primordial deities, belonged to the first generation of gods and goddesses. Among these divine entities were Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. They gave birth to the second generation of gods, referred to as the 12 Titans. The youngest of these Titans was Cronus, often depicted holding a sickle and revered as the guardian of the harvest. Gaia and Uranus, however, had even more offspring, the hundred-handed Hecatoncheires and the one-eyed Cyclopes. Uranus despised them and hid them in Tartarus, a deep abyss used as a prison of torment and agony for the wicked. This enraged Gaia, their mother, who sought to ally with her 12 children to overthrow Uranus. She crafted a massive stone sickle and called upon all the Titans to act, but none dared to except Cronus. Cronus ambushed his father and castrated him, hurling the severed parts and the sickle into the ocean. These remnants gave rise to Corfu, a Greek island renowned for its sickle-like shape. After dethroning Uranus, Cronus and his elder sister Rhea ascended as king and queen of the cosmos. This period was called the Golden Age, as humanity lived in harmony, free from laws, regulations, or toil. Nevertheless, Gaia and Uranus foretold that Cronus would be overthrown by one of his own sons, just as he had overthrown Uranus. This prophecy filled him with paranoia, and though he fathered children with Rhea, he devoured his first 5 offspring immediately after their birth. One child, however, survived. Rhea secretly gave birth to a 6th child, Zeus, and sought revenge for Cronus's actions against their children and his father. She wrapped a stone in swaddling clothes, presenting it to Cronus, who swallowed it, believing it to be Zeus. Zeus, the god of the sky and thunder, often referred to as the king of the gods, was raised in secrecy. Upon reaching adulthood, he used an emetic provided by Gaia to force Cronus to disgorge the contents of his stomach in reverse order, first the stone, followed by his brothers Poseidon and Hades, and his sisters Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. After freeing his siblings, Zeus released the hundred-handed Hecatoncheires and the Cyclopes. In gratitude, they forged his thunderbolts, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of darkness. A monumental war, known as the Titanomachy, erupted between Zeus, his siblings, the Hecatoncheires, and the Cyclopes against Cronus and the other Titans. Zeus and his allies fought from Mount Olympus, while the Titans battled from Mount Othrys. The Olympians emerged victorious, and many Titans were confined to Tartarus. Zeus married his sister Hera, and they were said to have had Ares and Hephaestus. Despite his marriage, Zeus was notorious for numerous affairs, resulting in the birth of other gods like Athena, Hermes, Dionysus, Apollo, and Artemis. Hera, the goddess of marriage, women, and family, was both the wife and sister of Zeus, making her the queen of the gods. Known for her jealousy and vindictiveness, she frequently punished women who had affairs with her husband, as well as the children born from such unions. When she learned that Leto, one of Zeus's lovers, was pregnant with Apollo and Artemis, Hera tried to prevent their birth. She convinced nature spirits to block Leto from giving birth anywhere on solid ground. However, Poseidon, brother of both Hera and Zeus, showed compassion and guided Leto to the floating island of Delos, where she could safely give birth. Hera's wrath also extended to Hercules, another illegitimate child of Zeus. She sent serpents to kill him in his cradle, but the infant hero strangled them with his bare hands. Later, she drove Hercules into madness, causing him to kill his own wife and children. This tragedy set him on the path of completing the 12 labors. Poseidon, god of the sea, was also the deity of storms, earthquakes, and horses. Known for his vengeful and fearsome nature, he was honored even in cities where he wasn't the primary deity. When King Minos of Crete sought Poseidon's help to claim the throne, he promised to sacrifice a magnificent white bull to the god in return. Poseidon sent the bull as a divine sign, leading to Minos' coronation. However, Minos kept the splendid animal for himself and sacrificed a lesser bull instead. Enraged, Poseidon cursed Minos by causing his wife, Pasiphae, to fall in love with the bull. Their unnatural union produced the Minotaur, a half-bull, half-human creature that feasted on human flesh. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and crafts, was born from Zeus's forehead, fully grown and armored, without a mother. Hera, enraged by Zeus's ability to give birth alone, conceived Hephaestus without a partner in retaliation. Athena competed with Poseidon to become the patron deity of Athens. Each offered a gift to the city. Poseidon struck the ground with his trident, creating a saltwater spring symbolizing trade and naval power. Athena presented the first olive tree, providing wood, oil, and food. King Cecrops chose Athena's gift, making her the city's patron. Angered by his loss, Poseidon sought revenge. He sent his son Halorotheus to cut down the olive tree. However, Halorotheus's axe struck him instead, killing him instantly. Athena's sense of justice was also evident when she punished Medusa. After Medusa was violated by Poseidon in Athena's temple, the goddess transformed her into a monstrous figure with serpents for hair whose gaze could petrify mortals. Hephaestus, god of artisans, blacksmiths, and fire, was cast off Mount Olympus by his mother, Hera, due to his lameness. He landed in the ocean, where he was cared for by sea nymphs. Known for his craftsmanship, he created weapons and tools for the gods, including Achilles' armor and Hercules' club. To avenge his rejection, Hephaestus crafted a magical golden throne that trapped Hera when she sat on it. Despite the gods' pleas, Hephaestus refused to release her, declaring, "I have no mother." He eventually relented on the condition that he be allowed to marry Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Hera agreed to his terms. Aphrodite, goddess of love, beauty, and desire, was born from the sea foam that formed when Cronus cast Uranus's severed parts into the ocean. Generous to her devotees, Aphrodite harshly punished those who offended her. Though married to Hephaestus, she had an affair with Ares, the god of war. Hephaestus discovered their infidelity and trapped them in an unbreakable net while they were together. He dragged them to Mount Olympus to shame them before the other gods, who laughed at their plight. Only Poseidon's intervention secured their release. Ares, the god of war and courage, embodied the brutal and chaotic aspects of battle, contrasting with his sister Athena, who symbolized strategy and discipline. Although his role in mythology was limited, his numerous love affairs and offspring were frequently mentioned. Apollo, god of archery, music, prophecy, and healing, was born to Zeus and Leto. Hera, in her jealousy, tried to prevent his birth, but Leto ultimately delivered him and his twin sister Artemis on the island of Delos. Apollo was revered for his beauty and talent, serving as the prophetic deity of the oracle at Delphi. He represented harmony and order, but could also bring plagues with his arrows. His association with healing made him a savior to many, while his musical prowess established him as the god of the arts. Artemis, goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and childbirth, was a fiercely independent deity and one of the three major virgin goddesses, alongside Athena and Hestia. She protected her chastity with ferocity. When a hunter, Actaeon, accidentally saw her bathing, she transformed him into a stag, and he was torn apart by his own hounds. Dionysus, god of wine, festivity, and theater, was born to Zeus and a mortal woman, Semele. His worship often involved ecstatic rituals, including mass drinking and revelry. He symbolized liberation from societal norms and was celebrated in numerous festivals across Greece. Hermes, the swift-footed messenger of the gods, was the patron of thieves, travelers, and merchants. Known as a cunning trickster, he often played pranks and outwitted other deities. He wielded a goldenrod as a symbol of his authority and wore winged sandals to move swiftly between the mortal and divine realms. Demeter, goddess of agriculture and fertility, was the mother of Persephone through Zeus. When Hades abducted Persephone, Demeter's grief caused a global famine. Zeus ordered Hades to release Persephone, but because she had eaten food from the underworld, she had to spend part of the year there. This myth explained the seasonal cycle, with crops flourishing during Persephone's time on Earth and wilting during her absence. Hades, the god of the dead and ruler of the underworld, presided over the realm where the spirits of the departed resided. Unlike other gods, he was not portrayed as malevolent but rather as a passive guardian, maintaining the balance of life and death. His domain was strictly governed. He forbade souls from leaving and punished those who tried to steal from the underworld. To enter his realm, the dead had to cross the river Styx with the help of Charon, the ferryman, who required payment in the form of coins placed on the deceased's eyes or in their mouths. Those unable to pay were condemned to wander the shores of the Styx for eternity. Beyond the Styx lay Cerberus, the three-headed dog guarding the gates of the underworld, and the souls were judged by three divine arbiters. Depending on their deeds, souls were sent to one of three destinations: Elysium, a paradise for heroes, demigods, and the virtuous; Asphodel Meadows, a neutral resting place for ordinary souls; Tartarus, a place of torment for the wicked, including the Titans and other enemies of the gods. Hestia, goddess of the hearth, home, and domesticity, was one of the three virgin goddesses, alongside Athena and Artemis. She played a minor role in Greek mythology, yet her presence was deeply significant. She symbolized the warmth and unity of family life, and her flame was kept alight in every home and temple. If you guys want more content like this, you can subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks for the support.